Welcome to this week's episode of 704 Outdoors TV. This week we're heading to Louisiana. Harold Monk and Daryl Monk of WiseEye Technology keep telling us about the great hogs that they have. Don't tempt us with a good time, we're heading south. So we get together with Daryl. He's got some buddies that have a hog and a coyote problem, so we're going to head on down to their farm and see if we can't start the trip off right over at their place. We're out here in Louisiana. Daryl's got us hooked up with some local friends. What we got?
Well, we got Dean Cotrier, Mr. Gerald Rutherford.
Yeah.
And this is their place. And they supposedly have some hogs and some coyotes.
All right. So you guys got some pig problems?
At times.
At times?
Yep.
As usual, you know me, I'm always forgetting stuff, so we're sitting here scrambling, looking around for calls or something, but they thankfully have a call. So we're going to see if we can get it done. So we might see if we can shoot some coyotes. If not, we run across a pig. I feel bad because I'm running 243. Glenn's got his 243. He's going to be running the 450, and I'm telling you, if they come out, it's going to be trouble.
It's a bad day for them.
It's a bad day, son.
It's a bad day.
Well, we're going to go find something. So we get set up, we do a little bit of calling, and wouldn't you know it, we saw some coyotes. But there's a river bottom down there. The coyotes got down in the river bottom. I don't know if they busted us, winded us, or what, but they never showed their face after that. So it's time for stop number 2. We're heading out and meeting up with William Powers over in Slaughter, Louisiana, and we're going to see if we can't help a landowner out with their hog problem. They've been saying that some feed troughs are getting knocked over and they thought the cows were getting angry. That is definitely not the case. We're all ready for some action.
We ready for action. Yep. Ready for something.
There you go.
So William's telling us that the hogs are actually hanging out with the cows. So we went to go see where the feed troughs were and kind of see what the setup was, and sure enough, we found the cows and the hogs, and they're all together. So we've got one big pig that kind of skirts off to our left, and I think that hog was on to us. The other ones had no clue. So the only problem is between us and the pigs is a pretty deep ditch, and we really didn't know about how deep and how sloppy this ditch was. Let me tell you, I took a step in there and I thought it was going to be about ankle deep. Son, I sunk past my knees. But you know what? The hogs are in the field and we got to get on them. So once we get across this slop of a ditch, we're starting to ease up, and I can see that the hogs are literally amongst the cattle. The little piglets are walking between the legs of the cattle, and we've got to sneak up on them and see what we're going to do to get these hogs and these cows separated. Okay, so as we're working on this stock, we're going to sit down with Daryl Monk of WiseEye Technologies, and he's going to tell you a little something about the WiseEye Smart Cam.
Hey, this is Daryl from WiseEye. Here today, I want to talk a little bit about our WiseEye Smart Cams. They're available in AT&T and Verizon versions. The reason why we call them a Smart Cam because they're very smart. What they do, we have a hunt control. They're powered by our hunt control system. And the hunt control, the picture is taken, sent to your device, your cell phone or your tablet, your computer, email you the image. We sort the photos, and we have deer categories, we have turkey, bear, others, people, vehicles, and we sort all those pictures for you so you don't have to sit there and go through all your photos and pull SD cards and sort the pictures. We do that for you automatically with our hunt control system linked to our WiseEye Smart Cams. We have predictions. You can tag a deer and we can predict that when that deer will come based on the weather forecast out for 7 days. We pull the weather data in. And we sort photos. We can sort them and graph them by weather, moon phase, barometric pressure, wind direction. It's just, the list goes on. You can also just pick a best time button and not worry about all the graph, and we'll just do all that data for you and tell you the best time to hunt. So that's the features that we have with the Smart Cam. It's constantly changing, constantly improving. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at WiseEye Tech, and for updates and what we're doing to continuously improving our product.
And you guys thought I was joking about what that thing can do. Check out WiseEye Smart Cams. We love them. You will too. So now back to the hogs. So the game plan is we're going to slowly approach the group of cattle and pigs. Now, if you're not aware, hogs have a horrible eyesight, right? Cattle can see way better. So what we're going to do is we're going to sneak up and, in theory, bump the cows off, and hopefully the hogs will split from the cattle and we can get a good shot at a couple of these hogs. So now I've got a DNA Firearm Systems 243. Now this is the Alpha Carbon Pro model, so it's all carbon fiber, super light. And so what I'm able to do is I actually took the rifle in the tripod and I turned it sideways. I'm actually looking through the thermal as the rifle and the tripod are going off to my right, and I can do this as I'm stalking because it's a super light setup and we can ease. So you're going to see the actual frame of the thermal turn sideways, and that's why. And it works like a charm. As we're getting closer, you can see the cattle starting to push off. All we need now is these hogs to move to the left and get clear of the cattle, and it's time to let the trigger fingers dance. Guys, we got it done in Louisiana, son. Them boys done put them on us. We came out here to the field and they told us that they've been rooting up the troughs, the cattle troughs. So we came out here and sure enough, they were with the cows. You guys will see the footage from a thermal. They are walking between the cows' legs, walking all around the cows. We couldn't shoot for nothing. And then finally they got clear, and I kept telling Glenn, I said, wait till they clear the cows. And as soon as they all cleared the cows, I told them, game on, son. Look at big old freak Nasty right there. He's got some cutters in his mouth. I'm telling you. Dude, what a trip. What a trip. I'm telling you.
I couldn't promise
boys,
nothing, but
Shoo! Got it done.
Yes, sir. Well worth the trip right there, buddy.
Dang right, son. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm gonna switch to day mode so you guys can see this freak. Damn thing. He said, he been eating our food, come get him. Yeah, he been eating our food.
He was hurt?
Oh, he sat down. He was hurt.
sitting down.
That's the one I kept shooting and you were like, that's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah,
That was the same pig. He toted all those shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a beast, huh?
Yeah. Look at that, boys. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Dude, that one just dropped, son. As soon as I pulled the trigger, he went whack. And I said, he's done. And then the other one started running.
got it. It's over there in that corner right there.
Oh, they were looking in the camera?
Yeah.
Big old sow. Dang right. That's what I'm talking about. So what? So the farmer,
Mr. Sullivan.
Mr. Sullivan, said that he thought something was knocking over his feed troughs.
Yeah, he thought it was the cows, but it ain't the cows.
Yeah. I tell you what. So there's a couple medium-sized pigs. You'll see the buzzards over there. That's for sure, because there was 2 or 3 of them that took it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they got it.
heard
And I
a
was
walk.
like, I saw it kind of sliding and it started running off, and it wasn't doing good when it made it to that corner. So I said, yeah,
We can go over there and look.
we could tack that onto the trip, son.
Some monsters.
Hey,
monsters.
hey, and I tell you what, that boar right there's got the biggest cutters of the trip, hands down.
Come on.
It's bigger than the one we got in the cooler.
No way.
It is. That is the biggest hog of the trip right there.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure did.
I
He's
thought
got the
everything was
biggest
bigger.
cutter, son. I'm telling
I
you.
thought everything was bigger in Texas.
we're gonna have to tell the Texas boys they got outdone this trip, son.
Yeah, buddy.
Dang right.
Less tearing up fields than when we cut hay.
Yeah, you're dang right.
A little smoother ride, anyway.
We'll come back down. We've got to come over and kill some more of them.
Well, y'all welcome back anytime.
Dang right.
Y'all welcome back.
William always have spot kill a hog.
There we are. Well, all right.
Louisiana's a lot closer than Texas.
I'm happy this is an empty clip.
Oh man, I
I'm
tell you
getting ready.
what, I was sitting there going and I was like, oh man, I'm getting close, and then it was like tick tick. I felt it. I was like, oh man, so I grabbed it, put this one in, and started sending some more. But I can't even tell you, son. Dang right, son. Dang right. It's been fun, guys. Just checked out of the hotel here in Louisiana after a awesome night last night. We are going to meet Daryl this morning over at Romero's to take that hog meat to have some tamales and burritos and all sorts of stuff processed that we don't have back in the Carolinas. So we're gonna go get some good stuff made, guys. Go head on to the processor. So here we are, the old world famous Romero's. Look at there. Are you awake?
Barely.
Are you awake?
Barely.
Night of Adventures.
Barely away.
They said, can you go back to North Carolina now? Well, guys, we got the hogs we deboned last night in the big frig. So what we're going to do is we brought it here to the processor because he makes tamales and burritos and all the stuff that we can't get in the Carolinas. So we're going to go ahead and put in a cooler. If you guys ever want to come out here, it's called Romero's Deer Processing. We'll have all the information for you. But the thing is, you have to bring it to bone. The man does so much business, he doesn't have time to skin and clean and debone. So you have to bring it in coolers on ice, debone. So Romero's called, our meat's ready. This is a great excuse to head back to Louisiana, hang out with the Monk family, and pick up all this processed goodies that we had done at Romero's. Well, here we are, guys, back in Zachary, Louisiana. You know, we came down here and hunted with Daryl and William. Spent some time with the Monk family from WiseEye and had a blast. We dropped off some meat with Romero's processing, and he gave us a couple samples of burritos and the tamales, and they were out of this world, and his sausage was amazing. So I left some meat with him to process. They gave us a call, and it's ready. So we're here now, about to pick up the meat, and then we're going to take it back to the Carolinas and let everybody get a taste of this stuff. I'm telling you, I could not believe it when I heard that he could process enough burritos and tamales, and I had to have some. So we'll be there shortly.
Pick it up.
Okay, we got the old big fridge 70 and the 75. Ready to fill up.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
All right, man. Look, we ended up with 12.5 pounds of Cajun honey,
Yeah.
12.5 pounds of the pineapple.
Yeah.
I got you 4 dozen burritos and 5 dozen and 2 packs of the tamales.
Okay.
So you got a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay, sweet.
All right. I got it all marked for you with the hog stickers and everything.
Yeah.
We do that, you know, just because some people have deer and hogs.
Yeah. Came and hung out with them for a couple days, and I wish we got the chance to hunt some more while I was down here, because I was going to drop off some more. I said, okay, good excuse for me to keep coming back down here.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, you'd be surprised at people that's deboning,
Yeah.
freezing.
Yeah.
I'm getting 10, 12 ice chests a week right now. And it's deer, because they been deboning and frozen.
Wow. Yeah.
Just load you up.
Yeah.
Got it?
Since we filmed this episode, I've had a crazy experience with one of my WiseEye smart cams, and I've been busting at the seams to share this crazy story with you. You'll never believe it. Well, y'all, since we filmed the Louisiana episode, we've had one of our WiseEyes on one of our hog removals that absolutely got drowned during a huge flood here at the Cape Fear. So we're heading down now. We have not been here since the flood, which is about a month ago, but this WiseEye is steady sending pictures, as you can see. I'm telling you, it's absolutely insane. Never had a trail camera, period, let alone a cell camera, that would absolutely get drowned for over 48 hours, almost 72 hours. Can't really tell when it started, but we got a picture as soon as it drained, and it was right about somewhere between the 48 and the 72 hour mark. So we're here now. We're about to get there, and we're going to get this camera, because we're not hunting on this backside anymore, but we just want to see how high the water got and show you guys what this camera has survived. This is absolutely amazing. Well, guys, this is Hog Alley. This is where we filmed the show of killing the 3 hogs last season. So right now we're walking through this bottom here we call Hog Alley, and this is where the WiseEye is. Now again, this whole bottom right here was under over 6 foot of water. Unbelievable. Cannot believe the WiseEye survived. There it is. The Survivor. Now with everything grown up, I can't really tell where the water line was, but the pictures we were getting from this camera, we got a picture of a beaver swimming by and then completely submerged. So they said it was about 6 foot. So the camera would have been, what, 2-3 foot underwater, right? From where it's sitting right now. So they said it was about 6 foot back here. Unbelievable. And actually, I'm gonna see. Let's look at the WiseEye. Guys, you can't see it, but there I am. Still works, son. Still works. That is nuts. We've had an absolute blast hunting all across the southeast this year, chasing wild hogs. Now our freezers are absolutely full of hormone-free, antibiotic-free, free-range pork. Now it's time to go find some forky-footed jokers and get some venison. Tune in next week. It's time to go deer hunting.